The Arabian Oryx, a story of survival and revival in the vast, unforgiving deserts of the Arabian Peninsula, where searing heat and shifting sands challenge even the toughest creatures. One animal stands as a symbol of endurance and grace, the Arabian Oryx. With its striking white coat, long, straight horns, and an almost mythical presence, this majestic antelope has captivated human imagination for centuries. But behind its beauty lies a dramatic history of survival, near extinction, and an inspiring comeback that has made it one of the greatest success stories in wildlife conservation. The Arabian Oryx, scientifically known as Oryx leucoryx, is the smallest member of the Oryx species but perhaps the most iconic. It is uniquely adapted to the harsh desert environment, able to withstand extreme heat and survive for long periods without water. Unlike many other animals that struggle in the desert, the oryx thrives by drawing moisture from the plants it eats and can detect distant rainfall from miles away, instinctively migrating to newly sprouted vegetation. Its hooves are wide and specially designed to prevent it from sinking into the soft sand, allowing it to move effortlessly across the dunes. For thousands of years, the Arabian oryx roamed freely across the deserts of the Arabian Peninsula, from the sands of the Empty Quarter to the rocky plateaus of Oman and Jordan. It was revered by the Bedouin people, who saw it as a symbol of strength, purity, and resilience. Many believe that the legendary unicorn was inspired by the Arabian oryx, as its long, slender horns, when viewed from the side, could appear as a single spiraled horn. The oryx was a frequent subject in Arabic poetry, folklore, and art, and its image was carved into ancient rock faces and painted on pottery, evidence of its deep-rooted connection to the region's heritage. However, despite its cultural significance, the Arabian oryx faced a dire fate in the modern era. By the early 20th century, uncontrolled hunting posed a severe threat to its existence. The introduction of rifles and motor vehicles made it easier for hunters to track and kill these animals in large numbers. The oryx's horns were highly prized, and it was often hunted for sport or as a trophy. As desert infrastructure expanded and human settlements grew, the oryx's natural habitat shrank, pushing it closer to extinction. By the mid-20th century, the situation had become critical. The once abundant Arabian oryx was reduced to a handful of isolated groups. Despite warnings from conservationists, the hunting continued. In 1972, the last known wild Arabian oryx was shot in Oman, marking a tragic milestone. The species was now officially extinct in the wild. It seemed as though the oryx, which had survived for thousands of years in the world's harshest landscapes, had finally met its end at the hands of human activity. But hope was not lost. Even before the last wild oryx disappeared, a team of dedicated conservationists, scientists, and governments launched a daring plan to save the species. This effort, known as Operation Oryx, aimed to capture and breed the remaining oryx in captivity to ensure their survival. A small number of oryx had been rescued from the wild just in time, and these animals were taken to breeding programs in the United States, particularly at the Phoenix Zoo in Arizona, and later to specialized reserves in the Middle East. This initiative proved to be one of the most successful wildlife recovery programs in history. Over the years, the carefully managed breeding programs allowed the oryx population to grow, ensuring that their genetic diversity remained strong. As numbers increased, plans were made to reintroduce them to their native habitats. In 1982, a historic moment arrived. The first Arabian oryx were released back into the wild in Oman. This marked the beginning of a remarkable comeback. Over the following decades, more oryx were reintroduced into protected reserves across Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Jordan, and Israel. With strict anti-poaching measures and habitat restoration, their numbers steadily rose. The Arabian oryx achieved something no other large mammal had done before. It became the first species in history to move from the classification of extinct in the wild to vulnerable on the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, Red List. Today, over 1,000 Arabian oryx roam freely in the wild, with an additional 6,000 thriving in captivity across conservation programs and wildlife reserves. Despite this incredible success, the work is far from over. The Arabian oryx remains vulnerable to new challenges. Climate change threatens to alter the delicate balance of the desert ecosystem, and illegal poaching, though significantly reduced, remains a concern. Human expansion continues to encroach on their habitats, and conservationists must work tirelessly to ensure their protection. Reserves like the Arabian Oryx Sanctuary in Oman, the Al Maha Reserve in Dubai, and breeding programs in Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia play a crucial role in safeguarding the future of the species. The story of the Arabian Oryx is more than just an account of an animal's survival. It is a testament to the power of human intervention in restoring nature's balance. It stands as a symbol of hope, proving that even in the face of near-certain extinction, with determination and collaboration, a species can be brought back from the brink. As the sun sets over the rolling sand dunes, the silhouette of the Arabian Oryx stands tall, a reminder of the resilience of nature and the importance of conservation. Its journey from near oblivion to recovery is one of the most inspiring tales in the natural world, and it continues to serve as a beacon of what is possible when people come together to protect and preserve the planet's incredible wildlife. Protect our wildlife. If you enjoyed this documentary, give it a like, share it with someone who loves endangered animals, and subscribe our channel Wild Hope for more interesting content. Thank you.